You and Mr. Wagner have come here tonight to talk about politics and policies, and here comes Trebek straight out of left field with a question about football. That was unfair.
Alex Trebek keeping it kind of light tonight at this year's one and only debate among Pennsylvania's candidates for governor. Good evening, I'm Ken Rice. Somewhat curiously, they brought in the host of Jeopardy to moderate the showdown tonight in Hershey. Ralph Iannotti's here with a look at what happened. Ralph.
Yeah, thanks very much, Ken. The incumbent Democratic governor and his Republican challenger squared off in their first and only debate tonight. This head-to-head encounter took place at an annual business and industry dinner in Hershey with a statewide audience. And the game show host, the star of the show, and the moderator.
I have a long association and love affair with the state of Pennsylvania.
Longtime Jeopardy host Alex Trebek managed to crack a few jokes before this first and only debate of the gubernatorial campaign. It got underway at a dinner in Hershey and was televised statewide.
This is not a game show tonight. This is serious stuff. And I can't begin to tell you how much agony and stress I have experienced over these many months because I accepted that invitation. The evening's not about me.
After Governor Wolf and Republican challenger Scott Wagner were introduced, it was generally a civil debate without real fireworks. With only about a month to go before the election, the candidates repeated their positions. Wolf said since taking office, his administration has invested heavily in education and health care and done it by balancing the budget. Wagner, who called himself a blue-collar kind of guy, complained about a lack of real leadership in Harrisburg since Wolf took office. Recent polls have shown Wolf with a double-digit lead in the race, and Wagner has repeatedly called for more face-to-face debates like this one.
The people of Pennsylvania want to hear from the governor. They want to talk about issues, and there are a lot of issues. The people, the mothers and fathers that have had a loved one die of heroin or opioid addiction, they want to talk to the governor.
Maybe I could just say that in a democracy, we have 5.5 months of this campaign, and there's a lot of opportunity to make sure that our voices are heard. I have had 80 events just on the opioid epidemic and the opioid crisis since I've been governor. So I have been also in every county in Pennsylvania, many of them many times.
And with just about a month to go before the election, besides his lead in the polls, Governor Wolf is also ahead in fundraising. I'm Ralph Iannotti.